What's good, everybody? In today's video, the main focus is about this badge right here. We got ourselves the silver Scion badge, and I'm actually going to be changing it out for these gloss black badges. We got the FRS badge right here, and then we got both the front and the front Scion badges, and they are in gloss black. Now, I do have these pistons, however, I'm not going to be using these pistons because I do have the release series and I don't have pistons, I have fins. And this is what I'm talking about when I mean I have fins. So with that being said, guys, this is everything that you're going to need. Some of the items are optional, like this painter's tape is optional, the scraper is optional. You know, a lot of these things, it's just to be on the safe side. So you are going to need something to take off the badges themselves, like dental floss, like heavy string. I prefer fishing liner because it's strong and it doesn't rip like dental floss and all of that jazz. And then we also have a heat gun to actually remove the badge, you know, like to take off the glue and whatnot. But you can also use a blow dryer if you want to, but I prefer using a heat gun. And then obviously you're gonna need something to take off the residue, and I feel like Goo Gone works the best. So obviously I'm gonna be taking out the front badge first, and then for the rear badges, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a cut and show y'all the end result. Now there is one rule that I do wanna mention when it comes to debadging or removing badges. Never, ever, ever up badge your car. Like if you drive an FRS, leave the FRS badges, bro. Don't put a BRZ badge or an 86 badge because it's an FRS, not an 86 or a BRZ. Well, I mean, the car in general is an 86, but you know what I'm talking about. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and did some prep work around the badge area that I'm going to be using the heat gun. I know I missed some small spots, but it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to put some protection on the rest of the paint just so I don't accidentally damage it. Now, this is how I'm gonna be using the heat gun. I am gonna be using it on the lowest settings possible because I don't wanna make the car or the area too hot. And you don't wanna apply the heat directly. Make sure you add, you know, some distance between yourself and the badge. So let's go ahead and start melting the glue, shall we? Alrighty guys, once you get the badge hot enough, I'm gonna be using this fishing liner. I actually got this from Walmart, a huge pack. I think it came with like 20 or something like that for like $3. I'm basically gonna be holding the liner like so and then moving side by side on the badge itself to remove it. Once you get it hot enough, that is. Alrighty, y'all, once you get, you know, the whole entire badge loose by using the fishing liner, the string, the dental floss, whatever you use, once you get that process done, the badge will simply just come right off, and there is all of the residue that we still need to remove, and that's where the Goo Gone comes into play, as well as this scraper. So while this residue is still hot, I'm gonna try to use a scraper to actually take off some of it. So as you guys can see, it is already clearly working. So I'll be right back.
One eternity later.
Alrighty guys, and like 1 hour later, I finally have the badge on. Check it out. It already looks 100 times better than the silver stock badge that it had. Now, I do know my paint has some imperfections, but that's besides the point, you feel me? We got the badge on and I am really glad. I really struggled, you know, taking off the residue. I did use the Goo Gone and I did use some Q-tips just so I don't overspray the Goo Gone. So I basically, you know, sprayed it on the Q-tip and then put it on the residue spots that was basically left, you feel me? So we finally got it on. It was a pain, but definitely worth it. So here's another quick look at the badge with the car. I feel like it looks 100 times better with like the black trim and whatnot. Ignore the mess. It was a battle, but we got it on. And now it's time to do the rear end of the car, which actually has two emblems. It has the Scion and then it has the FRS. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Alrighty guys, before I go and install the rear gloss black badges, since I don't need these pistons, let me know if you own an FRS and you want some gloss black badges. Just leave a comment down below and I'll select one random person that wants these. Alrighty guys, so the next thing we are going to be changing is that Scion badge right there, as well as the FRS badge, and they are both going to be gloss black in 3, 2, and 1. And just like that, we got both of the rear end badges on, and like I said, it already looks 100 times better than having the silver stock badges, in my opinion. Of course, let me know your opinions in the comments down below, but I feel like the black badges really complement the TRD edition because of the black trim and whatnot. So it was a long time to put on these badges because of the residue, but I managed to get them on, you feel me? So I'm actually pretty happy with the results.